It's brooding day 3 for our cute little chicks, and yes, you guess it, it's vaccination day. We've been watching these little ones grow since day 1, and they're already getting more active, fluffier, and louder. It's crazy how fast they grow, right? Today's a big milestone for them because we're giving their first on-farm vaccine. It's a combination vaccine for infectious bronchitis and Newcastle disease. If you're new to poultry farming, these two are among the most common respiratory diseases that can affect chickens. And once they hit, it spreads fast. So prevention is always better than cure. Now, you might be wondering, how many vaccines do we actually need? Well, throughout their growing stage, these chicks will get about 12 different vaccines. Yes, 12. Sounds like a lot. But every single one has a purpose. Some are for viral diseases, others are for bacterial protection, and some boost their immune system in general. Vaccination in poultry isn't optional. It's mandatory. It's part of responsible farming. If we skip it, we're risking the whole flock and all the effort we've put in. Remember, prevention is way cheaper than dealing with an outbreak later on. Every farm might have a slightly different vaccination schedule, and that's totally normal. Some farms have to adjust based on their past experiences or the diseases that are common in their area. So if you're starting your own flock, it's best to consult your local vet or poultry supplier to tailor your program to your setup. Alright, so let's talk about how we actually do it. The golden rule is vaccinate all chicks, no exceptions. Even if you think one looks weak, it's better to include them. And some might not survive, and that's sad, but it's part of raising livestock. The key is to protect the majority and give them the best chance to thrive. Timing is super important. Once you open that vaccine, make sure to use it within 2 hours. After that, it starts to lose effectiveness. So we always prepare everything before opening it. Water, droppers, manpower, everything. Now, one great thing about vaccinating chicks this young is that they're still easy to handle. They don't have many feathers yet, and they're not strong enough to fly or run fast. We can actually finish 1,000 chicks in no time with just a few people. We usually make sure the brooder is well lit and warm while we work. Comfort is important both for the chicks and for us. If they get too cold or stressed, that can affect how well the vaccine works. Also, one vial of vaccine can cover about 1,000 chicks. So before you start, count your chicks and make sure you've got enough doses ready. Running out in the middle of the vaccination is the last thing you want to happen. Now, some people, especially small-scale raisers, sometimes skip vaccines when they only have a few chicks. I get it. It can feel a lot of work, but honestly, skipping vaccinations is one of the biggest mistakes new farmers make. It might seem fine at first, but a few weeks later, when the birds start coughing or slowing down, that's when you realize the importance of these early steps. Think of it as an insurance for your flock. A little effort now saves you from a big headache later on. So right now, we've got our team gently catching the chicks and giving the vaccine one by one. You also notice that the chicks are more lively now. They're curious, they're pecking around, and they're starting to show their little personalities. This is one of my favorite stages because you can really see how fast they develop. And after you finish vaccinating, make sure to dispose the empty bottles properly. Don't leave them lying around. And disinfect your tools so they're ready for the next schedule. After vaccination, the chicks might look a bit sleepy or less active for a while, and that's totally normal. Just give them time to rest and recover. Usually after a few hours, they're back to their energetic selves. Alright, so that wraps up Brooding Day 3, Vaccination Day. Our little chicks are doing great, and we're happy to see them growing healthy and strong. If you're raising your own flock, don't forget to follow your vaccination schedule closely. Take notes after every dose and always prioritize hygiene and comfort. Thank you so much for joining us today again. And if you learned something or just enjoy watching our farm life, please give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next updates. Next time, we'll be checking on their growth, adjusting their temperature, and maybe talking about feeding tips for week 1. So stay tuned. See you again on the next video, and until then, keep your chicks happy and healthy. Bye for now.